Hello, everyone. I want to share my pen thoughts on the Uni-Ball One P. This is an adorable little gel pen that I purchased off of Yoseka Stationery. It's got such a fun click. I remember as a kid doing that on my desk at school incessantly. Now, these pen thoughts are kind of going to go off on a little bit of a tangent because today marked the day in which I ran out of ink. I have two little Uni-Balls here, the orange and I forget the name of that one, but this brown tan one is called Coffee. Anyways, here is a new cartridge and an empty one. It took me 12 days to finish using this cartridge, which isn't a lot of time. It kind of made me go into this little hole in which I started doing all this math and factoring the cost. How many refills would I have to purchase throughout the year, and what would that cost be? So if I average about 12 days per cartridge, then that means I have about 30 refills that I would need to purchase in 1 year. On jet pens at the moment, it's $1.65 to refill this pen, which isn't that much until you consider that I would need 30 of those refills for 1 year. And suddenly I'm spending $50 in the year to refill this adorable, chunky little Uni-Ball One P. Now, don't get me wrong. I really, really love this pen. I've been enjoying writing with it so much. I really like the size of it. I like the click. I like the clip. Everything about it is just so wonderful and charming. The gel is nice and consistent and very saturated and pigmented. It writes smoothly, and at 0.38 millimeters, the line is quite precise and thin. But I just couldn't help but think how many refills I would need over the course of the year, and the cost of it all. Kind of crazy. And furthermore, there's a whole bunch of waste that happens. So that's 30 cartridges of empty plastic that don't serve any purpose anymore. And I would just throw them in the trash. And chances are I wouldn't be buying all of these cartridges at one time, because $50 is a lot of money to spend all at once. So I'd probably be buying only a couple at a time throughout the year, which then is a lot of energy and in shipping. So it's just this weird little thing. I don't know why my brain started going in that direction, but it did. I couldn't help but go down that rabbit hole. So then I started comparing it to some of the fountain pens that I have. For example, this is an 80 milliliter bottle of Prussian Blue that I bought off of probably Goulet pens for about $17. And this is my Pilot Custom, which holds just over 1 milliliter of ink at a time, which means I could fill this Pilot 80 times with one bottle that cost me $17. Honestly, I can't remember how long it takes me to get through one fill. I did that math a couple of years ago when I first got the pen, because this is, I guess, actually just something I always like to do. I'm curious, how long will this ink last me, because I write so much? But I have a feeling that I could probably last the whole year with one bottle. And even if it used 2 bottles in the year, that's still a lot less expensive than the $50 I'd be spending for those gel cartridges. Now, it is true that I could purchase about 64 of these Uni-Ball One Ps for one Pilot Custom. So the initial cost up front is hugely different. And that's definitely something that you might want to consider. But I can refill this fountain pen and there's no waste, which is really nice. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Despite all of these thoughts and calculating, I haven't talked myself out of using this Uni-Ball pen. I still really am quite charmed and fond of it, and I want to continue to write with it. And let's face it, I want all of the colors because they come in such cute and adorable and appealing colors that are so hard to resist. And I'm doing everything in my power to resist buying all of them. But I don't know. I just wanted to consider these things. I like the pen. I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth investing in. But I don't know. Fountain pens still have their shining star moments, I suppose. And maybe this is one of them. So that's it. Thank you all for sticking with me and following and watching and listening. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in another video. Happy writing.